Hey YouTube, this is Mike here again. Okay, part 2. It's been a while, a lot of time elapsed actually since I was there. Okay, this is what the yeast looks like in the cup. So what you do is this yeast, and you got to make sure you check your package, you read the instruction. So you take this yeast, you mix it with water. You put it in the water first. Okay, you put it in the water first. You let it sit for 15 minutes, and it'll activate itself because you need to activate it separately. So you put it in water. I use filtered water, so roughly the same amount of filtered water, or the same type of filtered water you use for your mix. So my mixture, my must is about 38 degrees, so about 99 Fahrenheit, and my yeast is about the same temperature. So you don't want to have a shock for the yeast if it's not the same. So what you do is you put it in, okay, and you give it a good stir. Now I've already checked the specific gravity. Now I added a lot more water than I normally do. So in this case, this mixture is only going to give me, this batch is going to give me 5% alcohol. That's okay. 5% is not as much as I'm used to. I usually have between 8 and 12% alcohol for my mix, but you know what, it's going to make it enjoyable. So it's going to be enjoyable. I'll be able to, now I can only drink 1 or 2 at a time before I get smashed. So I'll be able to enjoy and drink 2 or 3 at a time, and I'll be able to give some to other people, because a lot of people don't like when there's too much alcohol. So, and now when you're pitching in the yeast, you want to make sure you stir for a while. I stir back and forth. Make sure that it aerates. So the first couple minutes, so you don't want to splash over, so you got to be careful. You just want to make sure that you aerate for a couple minutes. You stir this really well, okay, so that a little bit of oxygen will get in there. And after that, the process becomes anaerobic, which means that deprived of oxygen. The yeast will create CO2 as it ferments, okay, and when I get into part 5, when I get into the bottling part, I'll show you what type of bottles I use. I can show you right now, actually. Okay, it's a regular water bottle, okay, and it's really tight because it's carbonated, okay. And what I do is I add sugar for carbonation at the end. I add about a small tablespoon, not a full tablespoon, a small tablespoon of sugar into each bottle individually. Okay, and so I'll show that process, and then you give it a couple shakes, and after you've given it a couple shakes, you put it away for 10 days, and it'll be ready. So that batch of lemonade, and you can see here, that's 12% stuff, okay, and it looks just like lemonade, okay. It's no different than lemonade. It's just, it's alkalized lemonade, obviously. And I do this because it's cheap. The first time I bought the buckets and all the equipment, it was a bit expensive. It cost me about $50, okay. But then after that, it's costing me $8 for the lemonade, $2.25 for the yeast, and $1, so about $11 per batch, and that's almost 4 gallons and a bit. 21 liters, so there's 4 liters to a gallon. So 4 times 4 is 16. It's over. So it's about 5 gallons. Okay, so I think this is stirred enough. Alright, so then after that, what you do, you put your lid. Okay, that's been previously sanitized. Make sure it goes on there tight. And then you take your airlock with your water that's got metabisulfite potassium in it, and you put it in there tight. And you want to have it tight so that the bubbles come out the airlock, but that oxygen doesn't go in. Okay. Now you might have a little bit of water seepage there. It's not a big deal. Just gonna add a little more water. And then what you do is you wait 3-4 hours. Okay. You wait 3-4 hours. Now, you wait 3-4 hours, you should start seeing bubbles. If you don't see bubbles after 5 hours, give it a little shake. That's probably because just the yeast didn't activate or whatever. There's quite a bit of yeast energizer and nutrient in there. I put the same amount that I would if I had a higher tolerance like alcohol level. So I'm thinking that probably 3-4 days this will ferment. If you add a higher percentage of alcohol, it will take probably 7-8 days, depending. But keep measuring with the hygrometer. So if you keep measuring with your hygrometer, then you'll have an idea. If it's like anything above 12, it's going to take more than 7 days. But around 12, it's about 7 days. 5, it should be about 4 or 5 days. Okay, YouTube, thank you for watching. There's going to be another part that's going to be after the fermentation is complete. I'm going to show you what I do with my bottles. And because I'm a cheap guy and I don't want to reuse bottles over and over, you know, because sometimes you want to give some away. So I use regular water bottles. I drink the water. And then I go and put them in the bath, and I use bleach. I sterilize them that way. So far I haven't had a bad batch. So okay, that's it. And so I hope you enjoy your brew that you make yourself. And there's tons of other videos that show you how to make beer. I'm probably going to make beer at some point, but I enjoy hard lemonade a lot more. And this stuff's good. Keeps me happy. It's cheap. In Ontario, it's like $50 almost for 24 hard lemonade like that, like the Smirnoff Ice stuff. There's no reason why you would pay that much when you can make it yourself for one quarter, 1/5 the price. Okay, thank you for watching, and you have comments, put at the bottom, questions, you know, same as usual. Okay, and I look forward to your input. If you guys have any advice for me that can make it better for the future, go ahead. Give me more information. The more, I'll be better. Anyways, you know what I mean. Okay, thank you, YouTube.